Welcome back in to Channel 14, to 13 News at 4. I apologize. Today's testimony in the Delphi murders trial has focused on Richard Allen's mental state at the time of his alleged confession.
And this is the first time we're seeing a full day of witnesses take the stand for the defense. Our 13 News legal expert, Jackson-Lindsay, is back here with us. Katie is a local defense attorney and former deputy prosecutor. So, Katie, the defense today tried to get the jury to watch videos of the living conditions for Allen inside the prison, and the judge denied it for now. She could allow them to go back in if they can confirm that the time frame of those videos was the same time that he allegedly made those confessions. But what impact might those videos have on the jury if they're allowed to see it?
It would really give the jury some context, right? The state's position is that he was of complete sound mind when he made those alleged confessions. The defense's position is that he was mentally unstable. So if the jury was able to, in part because of his living conditions. So if the jury was able to see those living conditions, they could really have a full picture and draw their own conclusions. So based on that, you would think that either party would want them to have that full picture and be able to see those living conditions and whether or not it may have impacted his mental state at the time.
And they also brought in an expert today, specifically the director of mental health for the prisons, and she was saying that he was mentally unwell. It seems like that kind of might just layer on top of what the jury is seeing. Is that correct? What impact will it have?
I would agree, and we're already able to see a little bit of the impact that it's having on the jury based on the questions that the jury is asking. Those juror questions are the best way to get into the jury's mind and see where they're going. And they asked questions of the doctor about whether or not she could determine if he were faking and what things she would look at to determine whether he was faking. She asked them about how other mentally ill people may have been kept in the prison and what some of the normal conditions would be for that. So I think the impact that it's having is that they're considering whether or not it would have affected the statements that he was making, and they're keeping an open mind, and that's what we expected the jury to do. So they're doing their job, essentially.
Since the state has rested, they have the burden of proof here. And I know that the defense has really only been presenting its case for, what, a day and a quarter maybe. What's the scorecard? Is there a way to score at this point?
I think if there were a scorecard in jury trials, we'd have to say the state is winning at this point. They ended their case with Richard Allen saying that he's guilty of these heinous crimes. And so that's really hard to overcome. But on the other hand, what we see the defense doing is exactly what we would expect. They're defending against those allegations out the gate. They're attacking his mental state out the gate, and they're attacking the consistency of his statements versus what the actual evidence is with those civilian witnesses. And so without a doubt, the state has the upper hand at this point because he's confessing. The defense is really on the defense, and I think we'll see more.
Okay. All right. This is our legal expert, Jackson-Lindsay. She's our 13 News legal expert. We will continue to stay with you. She will continue to stay with us as we go through the Delphi murders trial and analyze that. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.